Right. Paige Vanzant versus Rachael Ostovich was not what I thought it was going to be whatsoever. Okay? I admit that. I thought we were going to see a bit more of a striking affair between the two of them, and I thought that Paige Vanzant was going to have the striking advantage. Not what we saw. Paige Vanzant looked to be the more technical striker. What just fucking happened? We're going to keep going. Aliens taking over my house. Paige Vanzant looked to be the more technical striker, but Rachael Ostovich was the one who was landing big. And she landed big overhands into a takedown as well. So she was taking Paige Vanzant down at will. And Paige off of her back isn't very good. However, I did enjoy seeing Paige on her back. It was a sight to behold. I loved the grappling exchanges. I loved watching every grappling exchange they were in, especially when one of them got to mount. Oh, when one of them got to mount. Oh, and when Paige took her back at the end. Oh my god, that was. I mean, great grappling exchanges, really good technique. No, I feel like the only reason that it looked like a competitive fight was because both of them were bad, and they were sort of getting away with things that they wouldn't be getting away with a more skilled opponent. You know, like some of the grappling exchanges, like when the backs kept getting taken of each of them, and like the transitions between positions on the floor. Like I don't think they would have got away with that with a more seasoned jiu-jitsu partner to work with, you know. So it kind of looked like a flow grappling match. You know, when both people are equally bad, that they can just traverse between positions as much as they want, and there's not going to be much stop. Like, both of them knew how to advance, neither of them knew how to defend. You know what I mean? So whoever ended up advancing more into a more favourable position won the fight, and that's what happened. Paige Vanzant took the back. When Ostovich took the back, she went too high up and fell off the end. When Paige started shaking her off, which was also amazing to watch. And then Ostovich ended up on the floor, covering up. Paige Vanzant slamming punches into her. What do we learn from the fight? Rachael Ostovich actually can fight a little bit. I gave her no credit. I thought that she was 4-4. She's trash. She actually has some skills. She's got good stand up. She was bigger than Paige in the ring, I believe. And she looks good on the floor as well. But I don't know if she only looked good on the floor because both of them were terrible. Do you know what I mean? Like when two white belts are rolling with each other. Actually, that's a bad example to make. It's hard. It's kind of like you look good against a terrible person. Like if two football teams are playing each other at a low level compared to two football teams playing each other at a high level, there's not really a lot of differences you can notice. I don't know where I'm going with this, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about. They were both low level, so it looked like the stuff that they were doing was high level, when in reality neither of them knew how to defend different positions. I think. Either way, I loved watching the fight. It was amazing. It was everything I dreamed it would be. I was on stream, but you know, my hands weren't on stream. That's all I'm gonna say, you know. Anyway, what happens after this fight? Paige Vanzant, I don't know. What's she got to do? Move up in weight? I mean, not move up in weight. Stay at the weight class because of her fake tits. Added that extra weight on, so she can't cut down anymore. I don't know who I want to see her fight at 125. I believe she's fighting at 125 now. I don't know what's left for her. I mean, there's not like any woman, I guess. Any woman that's somewhat attractive, give to Paige Vanzant and it will sell. There you go. And Rachael Ostovich, keep her around in the UFC. She's a name now. People know of her because of all the controversy before the fight with her boyfriend. Silver lining, she got a bit of publicity from it, even though it was a terrible event. Yeah, she'll get another fight in the UFC for sure. And we'll see if either of them win. I went into this fight with such a skeptical mind because I don't rate any women outside of the top 10. And even then, even inside the top 10, can we talk about it? Even inside the top 10 of some women's divisions, it's a little bit weird. You know what I mean? There's some people there, you're like, how the fuck are you the best woman on the world? How are you top 10 best female fighters in the world? It's crazy. But yeah, the top 5 in each women's division, even then, even the top 5, it's a bit iffy. You know? Anyone who isn't Amanda Nunes at 135 seems to have no hope, other than Holly Holm and Espn Ladd, who are going to be facing off soon. So it's hard to... What do you want to do with these women's divisions? Here's what I want to do with the women's divisions. I want it to be treated as the men's division. Whereas you need to have an exceptional record to get into the UFC, and you need to stop allowing 3 and 4 Rachael Ostovich to fight in the UFC because it looks stupid on your brand. Your brand isn't we have the most attractive fighters. Your brand is we have the best fighters, male and female. Stop letting a 3 and 4 Rachael Ostovich fight in the UFC if you want to be taken seriously as a company. Okay? Let the women fight each other in amateur promotions. Invicta's a perfect one. Let them fight. Let one of them emerge and select that one to take into the UFC. Okay? Stop treating the women better than you treat the men in terms of scouting for the UFC. I know you're trying to fill up the roster. It makes sense. You need women in the UFC. We just don't. It doesn't matter about the talent. But now you've got some weight classes. Let's wait a bit and be a bit more selective about who we're taking into the UFC if we want to be taken seriously as a promotion. That's all I'm going to say. Dana White's bald. I'll see you later, guys. Like and subscribe.